Have you ever walked away from like an unforgettable trip or an unforgettable experience or just an incredible moment in time and you walked away and said, "Man, I should have taken a photo of that," or "I wish I would have more pictures of that trip," or "I should have taken a picture with that family member or relative or special friend." I'm sure we could all relate to that feeling, and I definitely can relate to that feeling today. Thanks so much for tuning back into the Dig Your Dream podcast. Today is Thursday, March 19th, 2026. March 19th, a day and date that will always feel very, very heavy for me. And the reason why I say that is a year ago today, on March 19th, my mother passed away. Um, Without question, the hardest day of my life, and what has turned out to be the longest and hardest and most challenging personal year of my life as well. And I don't say this at all to, make this a very sad episode or an episode that's going to be full of tears where you're going to walk away feeling unhappy as compared to happy. That's not my intention. But what I wanted to make sure that I did today was I wanted to make sure that I did hit the record button and record an episode and not use today as an excuse to not stay on track with my weekly word and a brand new episode this week. So here we are. Today is March 19th, a day that will always be extremely heavy on my heart. This morning and so far early this afternoon, it's been a day where I tried to spend a lot of time alone because I had a feeling that it was going to be emotional, and a day that I'm taking some time to look back on how difficult last year at this time was, but also take more time to look back at the life that my mom lived, and the great moments that she did have, and the challenging moments that she overcame. And I'm trying really, really hard to um, you know, handle a very, very difficult loss that I'm still not prepared to admit happened, even though I know that it did. And I'm trying my best to just look back and appreciate the time I had with my mom. And one way in which that I have been doing that today is through old photographs, old photos, actual hard version developed photographs. And for those of you who know me well, know I love pictures. I love photos. There's no secret. I'm always whipping out my phone and taking a photo, or whipping out my phone and hitting the record button and taking video. I've just always loved pictures. I've always appreciated pictures. I always feel like it is an opportunity to capture this special moment in time, regardless of what it is, whether it's a family moment, a friend moment, a team moment. I just believe that pictures are an incredible way of holding on to a moment forever. And as I look back on this date a year ago where I lost my mom, and how devastated I was and how devastated I still am, um, I'm so grateful for a lot of things, but I am really, really grateful for photos. You know, so many of these photos have helped me this past year get through some tough times, some tough days, some tough nights. Uh, a lot of the photos have definitely brought a lot of tears, but they've also brought a lot of smiles, because as the years pass, of course, you have memory, and you remember certain things, but photos bring those memories to life. And I'm so grateful for the photos that I have of my mom, the photos that I have with her. Um, they're incredible. But I'd be lying to you if I didn't say that I wish I had more photos. I wish I had more pictures. I wish I had more of that so I could take a look at them and appreciate her life and appreciate the things that she did and appreciate the time that I had with her. So what I'm getting at is, what I want everyone to take away from this episode this week is to take more photos. And it may seem so minimal, so trivial, so plain, so simple. Like, Ray is actually taking the time to talk about taking more photos on an episode. Yeah, I am. Because as I sit here looking back on my mom's life and looking back on her story and looking back on my story with her, my story with my mom and my brother and my grandma, um, I would love to be looking through more pictures and more photos, um, because it makes me smile and it makes me feel good. And although we always have this and we'll always have the memory and we'll always have it in our heart, there is something to be said about grabbing something, a real photo, feeling it, staring at it, embracing it. Um, there's nothing like it. So, what I want all of you guys to do this week as you listen to me kind of uh, ramble again, but kind of try to find the words to explain and express this is I want you guys to get out there. And when you have an opportunity, take a photo, take a picture, snap it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to ask. I know that my friends and my family members, my fellow coaches, some of my players, every time I whip out my phone, I could see their eyes roll sometimes like, oh my God, here's Ray again. He's got to take another picture. He's got to take another video. And in that moment in time, it may seem to be annoying. It may seem to be a bother. But you know what's funny? Every single one of those people that find it to be an inconvenience or a bother in that time, when I post it or when I bring it back up a year later or 2 years later, they are so happy and so grateful that we had that photo, that we were able to capture that moment in time because pictures keep those moments and they make them last forever. So one of the things that really has really hit home for me these last few weeks for sure, but this last few days leading up to this kind of heavy date for me has been a song that's kind of taken the world by storm. Maybe I'm a little late to the game, but over these last 2 or 3 months, I feel like this song has resonated with millions and millions of people across the world, as it should. And it has really, really, really struck a chord with me and really resonated with me deep, deep, deep in my soul. And when I bring up this song, once again, I'm using it as just nothing more than an example of how a word and a message and a song can remind you to do something that can help you capture those moments and keep them close to you for as long as possible. And it's the song by Bad Bunny, DtMF, Deber Tener Más Foto. And I completely botched it. And my mom and grandma probably are just rolling their eyes right now that I still can't speak Spanish. But I'll try it again. And I'm not afraid to embarrass myself. Deber Tener Más Foto. And basically, I'm paraphrasing, but what that song is telling everybody that's listening to it is um, I should have taken more photos when I had you. I should have given more kisses and hugs when I could have. And when I first heard that song, I was like, man, this song is amazing. This song is great. I'm a husband, I'm a father. It hits home. And leading up to today, I'm listening to those words and I'm saying to myself, man, I should have taken more photos. And I'm grateful for the photos I have. We found a lot of them last year, and I'm grateful for the photos we have. Um, I really wish that I would have taken more, and definitely look back and wish I would have given more kisses and more hugs. Because one thing I think we're all guilty of is we think that we have this unlimited amount of time, not just our time, but we think we have this unlimited amount of time for the people that we love the most, that we care about the most. We think we have all this time. And we don't realize that we are running around so fast and so furious that the time is going by so fast that we don't realize that we're running out of time. We're running out of our time and we're running out of the people we love the most time. And that is a lesson that I have learned the hard way this year, the real hard way. So, what I would like each and every one of you guys to do this week um, is take some time and take more photos. Take more photos. Whip out the phone, ask someone that you love, ask someone that you care about to take a photo. I don't care how bothered they are. I don't care how much they roll their eyes. I don't care. Take the photo. The next time you're out with your family, take a group family picture. The next time you're out with somebody that you love, take a selfie with the two of you. The next time you're out there with your friends, take the group friend shot. The next time you're out there with your team, take the team photo, because photos capture those moments and they make them live forever. And like I said earlier, I miss my mom a lot. I wish she was still here. Um, I'm grateful for the photos I have of her, but I sure wish I had more. It'd be really cool to flip through a bunch more. And I'm going to keep bothering my wife, and I'm going to keep bothering my daughter, Stella. I'm going to keep snapping my iPhone left and right. I'm going to keep taking photos of our players and videos of our players, um, because it makes everything last forever. It really does. It makes everything last forever. And, that's something that I'm going to continue to do. And, when I listen to that song, I should have taken more photos back when I could. Um, I should have given more kisses and more hugs. Um, it hits home. And I'll share this one little story with you before I let you go. So every mornings are my morning as a dad here at my house, at the Navarette household. Mornings are mine. My days are crazy, just like everyone else's. I'm not implying that my days are more hectic or more important than any of yours out there, but I think we could all relate. If you're married and have kids and a family, mornings are crazy. But for me, mornings, I live for the mornings, because that is my time where I get to spend the most time with my daughter, believe it or not, because I work a lot of long days between the office and the baseball diamond, and I get home a lot of nights close to 10 p.m. and she's already sleeping. So mornings are my morning to be a dad. And we get to hang out. I get my daughter ready for school every day. I battle to change her while she's trying to watch her favorite show. And um, it is just a beautiful, chaotic dream come true. And we hustle and we get in the car and I drive her to school, and we're jamming out to her favorite songs. And I love the fact that she loves music and she has such a wide variety of genres that she loves. So every day is like a party as we drive to school, which I love. And we pull up and we get out and we walk up to her school holding hands together. And right before we get to the cones, where the parents can't cross the cones at her school, of course, I give her the biggest hug and the biggest kiss on her cheek, and I squeeze her as tight as possible. And I tell her, all right, Stella Rose, go do your thing, go be great. And remember, love and learn and be a good friend. And she always looks at me and says, okay, daddy. And she gives me this big hug back. And then she walks across the cones and she walks about 10 feet. And it looks as if she's off for the day. It looks as if she already forgot about me. And then she stops and she turns around and she sprints right back to me and she says, Daddy, one more hug. One more hug. So this week, I ask you, and I challenge you in a good way to find someone you love, or find a bunch of people you love. Find that good friend, find that teammate, ask him to take a photo, give him a hug. If it's your mom, give her a hug and a kiss. And every chance that you have to give one more hug, I highly recommend it. That's all I got for today. March 19th, a heavy day, but this episode made me feel a lot better. So until next week, you know what you got to do. Get out there, do your thing, take another photo, give another kiss, give another hug, and dig your dream. Peace.